That honestly, I don't want to be told that I'm pretty. I want to be told, hey, am I alive? Were there any complications?
Yeah, literally. It's like, hey, by the way, this isn't hell.
You lied about having a BBL?
Yeah, IMO. Because, so I thought someone had work done. And I honestly have no...
Right.
I think that's cool. I'm very into plastic surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a little work done myself. But
I've never... Oh, I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
I've never understood the lying about it. Because in my personal opinion, it's kind of a flex to be able to say that you had the money to get work done.
Yeah, I had this thing called vaser lipo. It's a less invasive liposuction. I always was made bad to feel about like my stomach and stuff. Oh. So I had like around like 8 to 10 pounds removed around my midsection.
Oh, really?
In 2021. Yeah. And so I got like that. It's like they use smaller cannulas and then they like take the fat out or whatever.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But that experience, before I did that experience, I thought I would probably like do a lot of plastic surgery in life. In that experience, I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Did it did it like rub you the wrong way? Like getting the work done, or was it more of just like how extraneous it was? It was just like, oh, I don't want to have to keep doing this.
Yeah, so it was a couple things. One, they did undersell. They're like, oh, you can go back to work in 2 weeks. So I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds great. It was like, it's less expensive than like major lipo. And I don't know if you've seen regular lipo, they use those huge like needles and they're just like, so these are like smaller. So they're like, you can go back to work in 2 weeks. That was a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie. And then, so there was that aspect. Cause I was like, yeah, I came back. Yeah. And there was that. I didn't like the industry. Cause once I did it, I mean, I still want to go back and do like lymphatic massage is great for you to do all of these things, but you're like being upsold.
I think my girl's about to do one.
Yeah. It's good. It's really good for you. It's really good for your muscles, all these other things. But the upselling in that industry is insane. So I was like, I went in, I knew I just like wanted to get a little bit of this done. And I've always been like very much a gym person, even when I was in a bigger body.
Right.
There was so that aspect, it's like I would go and get lymphatic massages and I'm sorry, but I don't need this girl massaging me named Destiny, like giving me advice on how I need to eat at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or being like, oh, no, you also need is here's other like $200 per visit things to be doing to like keep your body, which if you can afford to do all that, amazing. But I went in to be like, I know I want a smaller midsection. I work out a lot. This is not like going away fully on its own. I want some of that gone. So there was that aspect. And it's like to the point where I came out of surgery and you're like very swollen, it's like you're under anesthesia, come out, you're swollen. And they're putting you in a compression suit, which is the equivalent of like being in a hot dog like casing. Like they're like zipping you up because you have to be compressed so heavy after you get surgery. So they're zipping me up. I'm coming out. I'm like, and you're like still swollen. You're like bloated, all this stuff, right? Because people just had several needles and you pulling out fat from your fucking body. And I'm opening my eyes and all the nurses, I kid you not, are like, oh my God, you look amazing. And I was like, you're lying to my fucking face. I was like, okay, like, I know I will look amazing.
Right.
But one, I'm coming
Let's be real, I do not look amazing in this state right now.
There's blood coming out of the side of me.
Right.
I look bigger than when I fucking walked in here. I'm like draining everywhere. Who knows what my eyes look like. You're coming out of anesthesia.
Right.
Like every nurse as they're zipping me up in this thing that feels like I'm like, this isn't gonna work.
When I'm coming out of anesthesia, you're in such a delirious state that honestly I don't want to be told that I'm pretty. I want to be told, hey, am I alive? Were there any complications?
Yeah, literally. It's like, hey, by the way, this isn't hell. We're back in Bellevue, Washington. You're
in a Kaiser, so it is kind of hell.
Yeah, true. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I didn't like that. That aspect was a lot to then be around because I had grown up, in diet culture from my mom.
Yeah.
And like started dieting very young age. I definitely got like my mom's a white woman, all the white girl body issues for a while.
Yeah.
And
well, that's something that I've had this discussion with multiple women, both who are friends or like women that I've dated, where I think anyone who's not a dude who grew up in the 2000s, like 90s or like
2000s, yeah.
like were adolescent in the 2000s are very much permanently fucked by all of the constant cocaine chic kind of skinny like that culture was basically pushing upon it, like that we all needed to be. I mean, like eating this, like so many people have either a history of like EDs or still struggle with it to this day, where it's like it's something where I'm sure every generation of non-dude has suffered from.
I mean, men are suffering from it right now.
I mean which I'm not
have forever, because it's like
I'm not saying that men don't suffer from it, but just more of, I feel like it's more obviously overt. Like it's
really. I think I agree. I do agree.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't. I think now we're seeing it become overt for men. Mm-hmm. It feels like it's catching up. I think with things like the look maxing and like the gym bro culture, it's really insane. But I do believe before that it was, you can still see like a fat man on TV or whatever, and it's not about him being fat.
Yes.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Yes. Where it's very much, I think it feels overt for men now because we're realizing, oh, this is actually not.
It's crazy.
This is not okay.
And like what men put their bodies through for roles. Mm-hmm. I don't remember. There was someone who got really skinny for something. I was like, I can never do that again.
Right.
I don't remember who
Christian
it was.
Bale's one who comes to mind.
I thought about that.
He like, I think it's called The Machinist or something. And he got like scary skinny for it. Yeah. And then like did like Batman afterwards and like bulked up and stuff, which is like crazy that actors have to do, whether they have to gain a lot of weight or lose a lot of weight, where it's like, that's not natural. And
or to get that cut, you have to be to be cut where you can see everything, you're dehydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they have like for example, when like the movie 300 came out, people were like, here's the 300 workout. It's like, no, that's meant for people who literally their job is to work out. Like
they're getting professional trainers, nutrition, everything on every side, and they can afford the healthcare that should something go wrong.
Right. Like it is not natural. Also, it's also really funny when they do historical stuff like that and the people are ripped and it's just like,
they didn't look like that. I'm sorry, but you got to be a big boy to fight on the front lines. All right. You can't be counting your macros. All right. That's all I have to say. Is you're at war.
Achilles didn't have an 8-pack.
No, he did not. Maybe a temper, but
Which quick side note, so you know Christopher Nolan's new movies is the Odyssey, right?
Yes, I do. I'm aware. You're like, have you heard of this?
Have you heard of Christopher Nolan?
Like, what is he? Is he up and coming?
Is so you know how the role of Achilles is being played by Elliot Page.
Oh, cool.
And so many people, like so many dudes are being like, oh, Achilles is supposed to be like a man's man. Someone like Elliot can't play that role and stuff like that.
They're upset at the 12-pack Elliot has. He as you're at home on your computer, like crying.
And the amount of like there was one TikTok I saw where this dude was like, I have autism and my autism is Greek mythology and like the Iliad and the Odyssey.
My autism is I'm sorry. Go on though. Okay. He didn't have to say that. Someone he is knowledgeable about Greek mythology and happens to be neurodivergent. I hate that. It's like, okay. And anyway, go on. Sorry.
That's how he wants to refer to himself.
Yeah, I respect that.
And he was explaining where Achilles was just basically a twink.
Well, I mean, Greek culture is like the birth of homosexuality, too, and queerness, and also, what does that even mean? A fucking man's man? Why is that? That's so. We're in a backwards society, obviously, and how does that even affect?
But you know what is in a backwards society? This podcast.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I was literally about to go so crazy. Like, you stopped that.
Welcome to Down Bad, a podcast about the good, the ugly, and the down bad of life. This is a podcast for the loverboys, the crashout cuties, and the hoes on the path of healing. What up, hoes? It's your boy, Chris Mejia.
And I'm Quincy Yeoman. And if you like this podcast, you should hit like, subscribe, share with your friends, your family, your exes. This is the podcast to do that. Leave us a review. We'd love to hear from you. And all of this is linked in the show notes. So if you're interested at the end of the show or at any part, you can click there. But as I was saying, people are fucking stupid. And and we're back. But also, so back to the BBL line.
Yes,
because this is where this began. Because I'm like,
that's right. I forgot that's where we started.
Yeah, and I was trying to like bring men in the convo. Why editor? I just didn't want some of our listeners to feel left out. But I do think it's just bad all around. And I do think my mom was definitely impacted by like diet culture in a really horrible way. And it was hard to see what that has done. And everybody does it for different reasons. I think some people do it and they get more self-esteem. Some people do it and then it becomes the chase, like anything else. But this bitch lied about her BBL because so I say that to say, well, I don't know. I was told like, oh, I never got any work done, blah, blah, blah. I think some of the things you can usually tell with the BBL is like legs don't match.
Yeah. Where it looks like they're smuggling like a pumpkin in their pants.
Yes.
But then the rest of the legs are like regular legs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I was told, I mean, I think it's obviously up to you to if you want to disclose. Mm-hmm. But it just was, I was like, okay, cool. And I did check out old pictures because I was curious. Because I was like, because I remember had seen old pictures at one point. But I do also watch, I will say this, I intake also a lot of plastic surgery content.
Not you doing a background check.
I truly do love like the watching surgery and like seeing things. Yeah. I got really into botch for a while where they like fix things, or I just like like evaluating what's done.
Right.
Okay. And I have vowed I've never gotten anything done to my face and I never will. And I'll never go back because of my experience doing it to do anything else ever again. Like it's just not for me. But I just think there's some things that can't be grown in the gym. Mm-hmm. It's not even the butt part, but it's like someone doesn't miraculously have hips.
Yeah.
And I think, there's some signs because I've seen people who are naturally shaped like that body shape.
Right.
And there's a difference usually. You know what I mean? There's a difference. Because
I've seen that in gyms where it's like the level of which the butt sticks out, where it's like that can't all be squats. Like that has to be some sort of implant. Which is like when it comes to plastic surgery, it's your body.
Yeah,
you do what you want. I don't understand the lying about it because it's like who
among us wouldn't do a little edit? I mean, like, you know what I mean? It's like if you can do a little edit or whatever, then do it. I think it's just sad that we're both in a position to feel like you need to do this, but then you have to lie about it because you're not also allowed to do it.
Right.
It's like it's that or whatever people take away from you for having get things done. I know men are getting shit for like the chin implants now, the hair stuff. It's like there's
the surgery to get taller.
I saw a guy recovering from a surgery to get taller, got his legs extended. I think he was already close to 6 foot or at 6 foot, which I'm like, that to me is, I'm like, if you're already at that height, fine. And then, have you seen The Materialists?
Mm-mm.
Oh, well,
that's
spoiler.
the one with Dakota Johnson?
Yeah, spoiler, Pedro is a guy who's apparently gotten that surgery, which, I'm sorry, that took me out. I was like, The Materialist was definitively not a great movie.
That's what I've heard. I've heard it's not good at all.
But her discovering Pedro's leg scars, I was like, I know this is like a moment or whatever, but I was like, seriously? So I was taken out. I'm like, I was taken out a little bit on that part.
Getting a height surgery is a male BBL.
You think so?
I think so. It is very much, that is the male version of getting a BBL, because it's like, I'm not saying a big butt is equivalent to a man being tall,
but they hold the same value.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's because it is we see, what I don't like about the height conversation is the downplay that that there isn't superficialness across all genders and all.
Everybody's superficial to an extent,
right?
You know,
like it's very much where it's always just like, well, like when people point out like, oh, like those who like date men, they like it's shallow to be like only about a certain height, and then it's downplayed. It was like, well, men also is like, yeah, everyone's shallow, everyone's superficial.
Well, they're all trying to live up to stupid beauty standards and trends. Anyway.
Right. Because I remember, I think the only person like I love when it comes to like complaining about the height thing, like short girls wanting tall guys.
Yeah.
I'm always entertained when the people who complain about it are tall women, because they have the most excuse, which is,
I agree.
We're tall. We only have so much of the market.
Yeah.
Stop taking our men for you short hoes who don't need a 6-foot dude. Like there was a TikTok that I saw where it was like a tall woman complaining about it.
I think they deserve, yes.
And I was like, yeah, you have the right to be upset more than anybody.
Tall women are the black women, Asian men of the height conversation that they, you know what I mean? Does that connect? You know what I'm saying? Not to get full sociologists on everybody, but you know what I mean?
Because short men won't usually want to date them because they feel emasculated.
Right.
I beg to differ.
Chris is like, toss me around.
Uppies. Yeah. Dada wa uppies.
Not calling yourself Dada. No. That's crazy.
Hold me like a little baby.
Chris doesn't like daddy, but will accept Dada.
Yeah, I will accept Dada.
That's twisted. I love it.
I remember one time I dated, like I casually saw a tall girl, and I remember one time we were out, and this other short dude looked at me, and like we weren't like holding hands or doing any PDA, but like you could tell like we were on some sort of like, and this short dude looked at me, looked at her, and then looked back at me, and like basically he didn't do like a fist up,
but he was
but he just gave me a look that was like right on. I
love it. A tall man or a short man with a tall woman is like, that exudes a different level of sexiness.
Yes.
I mean, I think Elijah Wood, Daniel Radcliffe, Pharrell, you know, but like there's a lot of short guys, famous short guys who are with taller women, and I'm like, secure. I
see, honestly, when I was single,
Tom Holland, sorry.
The reason why it's Tom Holland is probably, shout out to Tom Holland, is the king that Timothy Chalamet wishes he was.
Yeah. Tom Holland is a true prince.
Yes.
And I even say that with him even being British.
There was no need to degrade him from king to prince.
Well, I mean, it's like he's, I'm thinking prince.
No, that's.
No, he is a king. I mean, but he's like I think the prince, because he's like kind. You know,
I see
what
what
I mean?
you're saying.
And he's like, and the Spider-Man, I feel like Spider-Man's my favorite superhero.
Okay. He's in my top
I meant
3.
that as like the biggest compliment. But he is a king. He's a king.
Yeah,
He's a king who's like prince coded.
Yeah.
And that's what I like.
The fact that you locked down Zendaya in her prime.
They love each other so much.
They love each other so much.
It's so cute.
Like, you locked her down and she doesn't feel like she's been missing. Like, she's not Jada picking you.
Yeah.
Like, she's just like, no, I love this white boy so much.
They just seem like they're besties. I saw one clip where he's talking about like them crocheting at home. And I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, it's like, everybody is like rooting for them. I'm so not into like the celebrity, but it's like, we're all rooting for y'all.
It's easy to root for because he understands what he has.
Yes.
And
he does not
when
play
a
about
man
her.
recognizes what he has and actually appreciates it, it's the sweetest thing to watch. Primarily because it doesn't happen often.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to find out here.
That's right. I'm looking at you, Klay Thompson.
We don't have to. Coming back up.
No, but to go back to
short,
the height thing. Oh, so like when I was single, I actually was very okay with dating women taller and wanted to like match with them. I just assumed they wouldn't want to date me, so I never even tried. Like every time like I would get served someone who was taller than me, I would
get served. I literally picture someone knocking on your door and be like, Chris, You've been served, but that's not what you mean at all. Okay.
Some Amazon pussy would like to talk to you. I would only pass because I was just like, I didn't want to go through a scenario where like I showed up. Like this was back when Tinder was the thing. So like height wasn't included in the profile.
You didn't put it in your bio?
I would put it in my bio because I was afraid of going out with a girl, showing up, realizing I was shorter than her. And then she like, because I heard a story once, I don't even know if it's true, but I heard a story once of a guy showing up to a date, the girl being taller. She'd be like, oh, I left something in my car, I'll be right back. And then she like dipped. And that, once again, I have no verification on if that story, but that story, I was like, I don't want that to happen to me. So I would put it on my profile. So then that way it's like,
it's clear.
It's clear. I can't, but now that I think about it, I can't verify if I was one of those 5'7" since that's so important.
Well, if you did, you were early wave before it became what it is. So, yeah. Anybody using it now, fuck off. But you were right to use it then. Yeah, that was when it was still fun to say.
But I was very okay with the idea of like actually for me it adds to it where it's like damn, like I caught one.
I love that so much. You're like reeled in.
Like I won on a hunt.
That's like, so funny. Yeah, I don't discriminate about height. I don't. I mean, I can't. I'm only 5'4" and some change.
Yeah.
Although I do lie about my height a lot and wear shoes that people are like shocked when I'm as short as I am, but that's a whole different thing. But I don't think I've never really cared about height. It's an energy for me. And
I was about to say, what's like, as someone who doesn't care about height, what's like the big noticeable difference between tall men and short men? Like energy is good because I could believe the energy being different because I think tall men have a level of natural untested confidence.
Untested. I would call it more so unearned.
Okay.
I think a short guy, in my experience, who's confident, the confidence is deeper and more
from internal.
Than necessarily a tall man or a guy who's just like been attractive their whole life type of confidence.
Right.
Or attractive in that specific way.
Yeah.
I've also found that many short men are richer than taller men. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that.
we gotta work for it.
Literally, they're working. I'll tell you that. Yeah, but I think either one is fine. I mean, my ex who I dated for a long time and moved to Seattle with, I believe he was like 5'7", 5'8", which is still taller than me.
And it's not short.
And it's not short. Yeah,
it is not short.
I also was like, I really can't be like. I've dated someone who's actually been also shorter than me, and I don't mind that either.
Yeah.
I have been with someone who's 6'8", which I was like, this is too much. You know what I mean? At that point, I was like,
but does it add to it if they're tall?
The 6'8" person was maybe one of the worst sex I've ever had and one of the most insecure men I've ever had been with. I mean, we were at a weird time in our life. And maybe we should have hung out in person before he helped me drive across the country. But I will say, there's a few factors at play. You know, you don't find out someone's really into like terrible emo music till you're stuck in a car for 12 hours. Okay, so that happened. But he had an awkwardness about it because he was tall, but I don't think he was conventionally attractive otherwise. He was very like Space Jam monster vibe.
Right.
But, you know, that's kind of my type sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm open to whatever.
Yeah. I've seen you date all of the Monstars.
That's my little roster, bro.
If you want to know what Quincy's roster looks like.
That's so fucking funny.
Look at the Monstars before and after they stole the powers.
Damn, that was a roast that just hit like my soul.
You are one of the. I love you so much. You are one of those friends that I have who, if someone were to ask me what's their type, I have to think about it because you've been all over the rainbow.
Yes. The people say they don't have no type, but I live it. That's so true. There's a personality type that's true across the board, and that's being an asshole. But then they all look different.
That's the common denominator that brings them all together.
Yeah, exactly.
An unhealed man who has potential.
That's part of the Monstar mantra. You know, that's what we're in for. Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
Are you crying?
Yes, I was like, I'm dying. Oh, well, enough about me. But I say all this to say...
Dear diary, I was attacked today.
Yeah, Chris has done that to me a few times. There's a text that I still think about when I'm like, oh, yeah, that's like keeping me trying on myself. You know what I mean? Oh, my gosh, so funny. That's... actually
I keep
hilarious.
thinking I'm being more whimsical. I'm just being hurtful.
I love it. This is yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I love knowing your true opinion. Yeah. You know what? You have to find that to be whimsical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Puss in Boots, he like tells the truth, but he's also whimsical.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
That was crazy.
Crazy character reference, but that's exactly.
That was.
I'm like, yeah, bro, you're giving Puss in Boots, and I fucking love it.
Who's the whimsical icon?
I was also trying to find someone else who's Latino.
Yes, Latino icon. Puss in Boots.
But for real, I mean, no. Oh shit.
Let's see, whimsical Latinos. We got Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
We got Puss in Boots. Rosalia.
Yeah. Rosalie is not whimsical.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think she's whimsical.
Yeah,
she's in the latest season of Euphoria. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Have you been watching this latest season of Euphoria?
Yeah, we'll talk offline.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
I've been watching and I'm caught up. Tomorrow, I'm like, I cannot wait to watch tomorrow. Maddie. Oh, Maddie is that bitch. She's not whimsical though.
No, she's not whimsical.
Yeah, yeah. I think being whimsical and a person of color can just be hard.
Yeah.
I think we're
not allowed to be whimsical.
I know.
Whimsy is a very much a white person thing.
Yeah, I think it comes with your inheritance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Must be nice.
It comes with the idea that the world is your oyster.
Yeah.
And we are not told that the world is our oyster.
Yeah.
We're told that the world is our like tadpole.
Exactly. And then, exactly. And inheriting your parents' collectibles as a person of color is just not the same. Like, these Thai Beanie Babies don't make me more whimsical.
Thanks for giving me your collection of FUBU.
You know, it's so funny. Before we get to this, you know when like Christian shirt stores used to make like knockoff?
Oh, yeah.
I had a FUBU one. Like a FUBU Christian knockoff, and I wish I could remember what it said. I gotta find it, but like I had like a FUBU like
for us by him.
Yeah, so like literally one of those. I truly hope there's like no photo of me in that shirt. I haven't seen one, but I feel like one's gonna just like pop up one day because I'm like, that's so fucking embarrassing. But it was my release at the time.
It pops online. You're like, no, they're only releasing this because I'm trying to buy NBC.
Exactly. So sorry, y'all. I just want to release an apology. When I was a child, I acted like a child. Oh my gosh, so funny. But okay, we did have a topic thread today. This is a great, intro. Do you want me to read this one today?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Oh wow, there's so many pics in this chat. Where did I put this? Okay, sorry. I hate opening my phone. It's like it's so easy to get lost so quick.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I need to text someone, and then I'm like, shit, I'm like an hour deep into YouTube.
It's like, no, that's right. I remember anyway, what are we doing? Oh, a job interview?
Exactly. I'm just trying. Chris is like, I don't want to become you. So, I'm just trying to watch myself. It's a slippery slope. Okay. This is from X, but it was, I guess, reposted on Threads. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Love that. But it's from on X Perk at Perk the Goat. THA, goat. And it says, I think her love language is no contact. Chris sent this to me.
Yeah.
Said fun down bad topic. Don't know why you would send this to me. I've never done such a thing. Now I go down. I'm addicted.
Yeah, because you're a big no contact person.
I'm gay. You have to be. That's like now part of the new thing. It's like, no, I'm not a big no contact person. I think recently, in the last year and a half, I guess I have at times. Before, it's taken me a lot, and I think every time it usually takes me a lot.
I think for me personally, I'm actually, now that I think about it, with a number of my exes, I've been no contact.
Yeah,
but that's because there was a lot of them who they ended it, and then I didn't want to seem hurt, so I would be no contact, even though I would still look at their Instagram stories and stuff like that.
That's not no contact to me, though. So let's go back to this. Let's go back to the fundamental question, then I want to get into this, because the love language being no contact, like, do you believe in that sentiment to any degree?
I think obviously it's a joke claiming that no contact is a love language, but I think...
In case you haven't heard of jokes. But that's true. You really have to say that. You really have to clarify that.
I've been mansplaining a lot this episode.
No. I mean, I think that's just people aren't critically thinking. Yeah, I was like, that's also like, that does make sense. But yeah,
I think very much. I think someone could have where their love language is distance, because they're just an avoidant attachment style.
Okay.
I think that's just actually. I think all of this is just a different, a more whimsical way of calling someone an avoidant attachment style. But I guess we also have to align on what does no contact mean.
Okay.
Because it sounds like you have a different definition of no contact than for me.
Yeah. Well, first I want to say I don't agree that no contact is an avoidant move.
Oh, really?
Because I think no contact involves someone making a decision about their boundaries and their communication.
Let me clarify. I was taking it as like, if we were going to take it the literal route of someone's love language being no contact, and that being like distance. I agree where no contact is more of a, I don't even want to say defense mechanism, because that implies a negative connotation.
Right.
But more of it's more of a mechanic to protect oneself.
Yeah, I read it as, this to me is like I don't know perk the goat. But I will say, this to me reads as an avoid man talking to a girl who is cutting him off.
Oh, okay.
Because I do think there is a level with people who are avoidant. It's like, oh, if she has the energy to block me, that means she like
is in love with me.
Or like, because they're not really necessarily talking about their feelings.
Yeah.
Then that is showing, because indifference is the worst thing you can do.
Right.
To anyone in general. But I think that, especially if someone's avoidant, it's like when they stop getting a reaction out of you. No contact is a reaction.
Right.
So I took it that way. But no contact as a love language, I also say all that to say, I do agree that you do have to have a level of feeling for someone to be like, I can't talk to you.
Like the fact that it's like, oh, yes, because it's like the fact that they're like, I have to go I have to cut you cold turkey.
Yeah.
Instead of weaning off of you.
Or I can't
shows
fade
the
out
power they have. Because that's something where sometimes people aren't into you. They're into the power they have over you.
Wow. Fuck. This is just Red Bull. That hit. My wings hit when you said that. Bro, 100%.
So I think the no contact is a necessity depending on the person you're trying to. I think no contact is a healthy form of breakup.
Okay. Like the closure around it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I do think you do have to protect yourself, and having access to someone's life will prevent growth.
Yeah, I also think that with the parasocial relationship being even able, that's why it's like, I don't think looking at their stories is no contact. Because I'm like, to me, no contact is like, when I will say this, when I do block someone, it's like, you're blocked on my Venmo. That's how deep I go. I block people on my Gmail. Like, if they ever try to fucking email me, they're done for. Like
you're blocked on Insta, you're blocked on Venmo, you're blocked on CoStar.
Bro, I blocked someone on my Nintendo fucking Switch. I'm just saying, if we're going no contacts, you can't even find me on my fucking Animal Crossing island, okay? I have to be like done. Because also
I got you blocked on Neopets.
I'm reopening my MySpace just to block you on it.
You're creating a new account just to block them.
Adding you, then I'm blocking you.
Yeah, I want you to get that notification that I added you, and then I want you to get the notification.
You click on it, and then it's like, user not found. Yeah, what up? User not found.
I need you to know I existed on this platform and that you don't have access to me.
Yeah, true. But I do think, though, that for me to go no contact with someone, though, that's usually, as someone who was a former people pleaser, or just thinking about the roles I was playing in those relationships where I had to go no contact, it is how far I felt that I was taken, and like how far I feel like my love specifically was taken advantage of.
Right.
Like, it's not about even hating you. It's like about how much I like gave and never got back.
Right.
So it is. So I do agree in the sentiment that it is a love language, but I think that love language is to myself. Shit. I was like, damn, this is about to be deep, and I really. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so.
Because I've done so we're polar opposites where you block. I don't block. I've only blocked one person in my life.
Wow.
And that person I blocked because it was like a stalking situation.
I want to see how many people we both have blocked on IG right now. I'm going to just.
I literally don't have anyone blocked.
Did you already unblock that person too?
Well, because I ran into them in person and they asked me to unblock them.
Last time I ran into some person who I'd blocked and they said, unblock me, I said, I'm unblocking you IRL right now by talking to you. And then I didn't unblock them. That's because I was like, that's so fucking funny for you to ask me to unblock you after you've been blocked for 6 years. But nevertheless, I love it. You know, I'm unforgettable.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, let's see. How many people? I'm just very curious how many people I have blocked on my main, because I do have several blocks on my Finsta that no one knows about. But that's more of a strategic move, so I can look at the people.
And that's because I don't even know about the Finsta.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
And even people who at once knew, I like changed the name and blocked and hid them. So I feel like there's like a level of I'm being recorded right now. But the people
you're like those people in the movies where they like live in the remote wild. That's your Finsta.
That's my personality in real life.
You're like campers who don't even know that you're there. You're like, I have to move.
Yeah, swamp girl. But my Finsta for blocking people is about people I still want to see sometimes. And then that way I'll unblock from the Finsta.
You got a burner.
I'll unblock for the Finsta, see what I have to see, and then immediately block. Because if you block someone after you view their story, they can't see you view their story.
Oh.
So I do it both under this fake account. There's like no pictures of me in a different name. I use a different phone number. So
you don't follow the account?
Huh?
You don't follow the account?
I don't even follow the account.
Okay, yeah, because that's always a dead giveaway.
No, I don't even follow the account. So, nevertheless, I have 47 people blocked. Which I think is low. I think that's low. I actually think that's low.
I have no people blocked, but I have this weird thing where I can't block people.
Why?
I genuinely do not. Like, I also don't unfollow people.
Do you mute?
So that's what I was going to say. I'm a big muter.
Okay.
So like, for example, my horrid ex, I've had her muted since the breakup. And that's honestly been my sign of like I've healed if I've unmuted. Because I've unmuted women who I've dated who I used to mute because I was so heartbroken that I needed to go no contact.
Yeah.
And there's a couple who I eventually was like, oh, I've reached a point where seeing you doesn't elicit a reaction from me. Yeah. So I've unmuted them.
Yeah.
But my horrid ex is still like, I have her muted because it's like, I don't want to give her the joy of me
even caring enough to block her.
Exactly.
So I usually will block until I get to the point of indifference. And then usually by the time I get to indifference, I forgot I blocked you. which is also good. So then, and I might unblock when I think the only instance I've unblocked was wrong. But I do think it was. I just recently, because this is us related, but have you heard of the phantom limb phenomena? Where it's like you miss someone because of just the pattern and the place they held in your life, not because you actually missed them.
I've heard it from an actual medical standpoint.
Yeah, but now people are using it in mental health standpoint. Don't know. Don't know where this came from, and I can tell you it was probably not a doctor. But
it was a girl doing "Get Ready with Me" while I tell you about the phantom limb.
No, it was this guy named Cypher who I love following, who like does like these almost like preachy videos about this like black kid, and this like black guy, and he wears like glasses, and then he like it feels like being in like. If Black church was like a really intense like therapy session type of, but he talked about the phantom limb thing, which I had never heard before, where it's just like you're not really missing them, you're just like missing this like piece that they were to you, right? Because of whatever, and but I think that is true. I get all that to say like the blocking, I unblocked because I was like, oh, I missing this like pattern I held with someone,
right?
And the fantasy of it, or because it's like I unblocked, and of course, when you unblock and you reengage, it feels like good again, and then it will it slowly devolve back,
right?
So, but I am trying to like in my most recent blockings. I mean, I've had to block. I did block. I had a couple friend breakups. We'll probably get in that at some point, but those I did block after because it just. And I do feel indifferent to both of those things now. But now I'm like, I don't want to unblock because also knowing someone has that line of communication into you, even if I feel indifferent, I don't want to be caught on the bat. I don't know. I'm like, but why? Why am I opening myself energetically back up to that?
Well, because I've always said, I forget where I even got this from, but like, I've always said that the energy you give out is a privilege, not a right.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's very much where, like, that's why I'm a believer of no contact, because it's very much where the access and energy to you, that's a privilege. And a privilege is something that, like, the difference is a right is something that people deserve to have. A privilege is something that you earn and lose. And I don't care. I'm a firm believer of like, I don't care if you're family. I don't care if you're my parents. I don't care if we've been friends from birth. Like, you can lose access to me if you disrespect me.
No.
Just because you're a parent. Like, so many times people be like, oh, but they're my family. It's like, who gives a shit? Like, that's people who you didn't choose to be in your life. The people who were bestowed onto you. And if they disrespect you, they, just like how a friend or former lover or anything like that, they have the right. You have the right to remove access from them.
Absolutely. I mean, in the words of Kendrick Lamar, I'd cut my granny off if she don't see it like I see it. I believe that's Kendrick Lamar, GNX1. No, I'm just kidding. One something. But
and to quote Iceman.
Oh no! If we had a buzzer right now, I wish I had a soundboard to buzzer your fucking ass for that right now. And this is where I cut Chris off. I'm blocking him right now. No, I agree. Especially, I think people who say that usually have not had intensely like tumultuous family scenarios. Shit. My oldest sibling and I don't talk, and I will never talk to that fucker again. And I'm better for that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they lost respect. So yeah, I totally agree. And it's like you have to do what you have to do. I also think no contact doesn't have to be a permanent thing.
Right.
Like, I know I'm sitting here and I'm like, this last block, I want to say, maybe I'll never unblock, but it's like I don't actually know what years from now hold.
You don't know what healing you're gonna experience, or not even just healing. You don't know
where you'll both be.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's like, but there's no way I can't also keep you in a place where I can see you and get to a place where if a reunion were to happen in the future, that I would truly could be in a place to be open for it, because it's like I need to focus on myself. I mean, even I think the block too, it's like if you cared for someone enough to like say, hey, I don't want to be in contact with you, and then evaluate your own patterns as to how you got there, even if you felt you were treated poorly, because you talk about this a lot, and I feel like we've coming up. It's like, what part did I play? I think no contact for me, and I used to not be a no contact person either, and giving people a lot of grace, and you know, the whole right, it being a right, I definitely thought I was living for a very long time thinking like, nobody has to earn this, because I've just given away, eventually someone will be able to give it back, and that's not true. Right. I mean, I know we both feel like, or we both like recovering people pleasers, all of that. And that's like the most baseline layer of it. Right. So, but I think for me, it's like, okay, I have to not see you, because even if I'm like, because if I can see you, I'll be like, oh shit. It's like, are we making progress toward that future? Am I, you know, it's like, oh, what are they up to? And maybe I just miss them so much. And if I just like tried one more time again, or was hard, you know, it's like, I also like at some point can't put myself through that mentally over and over again. You know, with family, anybody. And yeah, people disrespect you. And then you're like, wait, sometimes you just need space to be like, well, how do I feel about this? And come back to something. So, but all that to say, I do think that's why I do think to an extent, no contact is some form of love language, right? Like, love, even if it comes from hate, it's like, that's the only thing that beats hate is love, that whole trope and all of that. You know, it's like those being opposing.
I mean, you could even make the argument that the no contact is a form of a love language for yourself, because you're showing love for yourself by setting a boundary to protect yourself.
Exactly. Like, do you know how hard it is to prioritize your own peace and say like, who am I? And like, also, it's sometimes hard to be like, hey, this is how I like to be cared for, to someone if you really don't know. I feel like I'm having that realization currently around things where I'm like, oh, do I actually, it reminded me of the joke that you used to do on stage where you're like, you don't know what your kink is till someone does it to you. But it's like, oh yeah, it's like, but what do I need like to be cared for? Or even like, oh, why wasn't this making me feel cared for? And it's like, oh, I can't say. That means I actually don't have like a clarity on it. Because and then I think with all this information we're taking in all the time, you're like, well, is it supposed to be this that I'm seeing online? Like all the posts where people will post something like the Tom Holland's inside. It's like, if the love is this, I don't want it to find me. But it's like, we actually don't know anything about their love.
Exactly.
You know, like, we don't actually know that. And even
we're
if it is
projecting our assumption of what they are, which based off of our own, like, that's honestly why I hate dating discourse on social media so much, because people are having arguments because not based off of the reality of the situation, but rather projecting their personal experience onto, where people will be like one person would be like, oh, instead of only dating tall men, you should look into short men. And then someone's like, I dated a short man, he stole me of all my money and all this. And it's just like, okay, like not all people are, it's like people project so much.
Not all short men. That's what this episode is honestly about. That's what this is But no, really, people do that so heavy.
So it's very much, sorry, continue with what you were saying.
No, I'm done.
Oh. Well, what I was going to say too is like to also defend going no contact, whether it's blocking or muting, that is.
I don't think muting counts as no contact. But that's just me wanting to be. Maybe I'm mansplaining now, I'm being an ass. But I'm like, it is though.
You're having a superiority complex. It's okay.
I'm trying to feel good about me blocking people. I'm trying to be like
I think it's bare minimum. It's bare minimum no contact.
Yeah, and also it's like you're not reaching out to them. Truly, you are not contacting them.
Yeah.
So I don't need to be a bitch.
But it's very much where the no contact is to defend it. Is very much a, like, for example, in your instance of blocking, where it's like, I don't care what they think of me if they find this out that I've blocked them. I am protecting myself. Which is a form of growth, because you could argue that muting instead of blocking is a form of people pleasing, because you're like, Because ultimately it's like, well, I don't want to block them, and then they feel X, Y, and Z, or they think this about me.
Yeah. Have you hid your stories from people so people can't see your stories?
Just parents when I'm like posting that I'm fucked up.
So your parents are blocked everybody's blocked all the time on that.
No.
Oh, okay,
now I've gotten to the point where they're like, this is who I am.
You're like, I need the engagement. Mom, can you watch this? No. Okay. I've hid my stories from people too.
I just post sometimes to my stories just hoping, knowing that my family sees it, but I just don't think about them. Like when I just post about squirting, this is who you raised.
Yeah.
And they haven't said anything. They let me be me.
Do you look at who looks at your stories?
Yes.
Oh, I don't.
I look more, well, okay, I take it back. If I am single, yes. As someone in a relationship, I look more at the numbers than I do who specifically.
I don't look. So I was someone who never looked at who watched my stories. And then I found out from 2 friends that they did it all the time. And I was like, oh shit, am I not doing it? And I feel like the year I was looking at who looked at my stories was the worst year of my life. That was truly the worst year of my life.
If there's comics who are like above you, who you respect, and they follow you, and you find out they looked at your story, and you're like posting, you're just shit posting, it ruins.
I don't like that. I also then I'm like, damn, do I have to watch all these people's stories?
Oh, I just watch whoever Instagram serves me.
I know, but then it's like
you've called me a psychopath based off of how I watch Instagram stories.
You're not watching them. Chris is hitting the button in like gooning at the same time. No, I'm kidding. No. Yeah,
I told that to you in private.
I've also it's the scroll, because you scroll and I'm like, I'm sorry, but your eyes, there's no fucking way your eyes are processing it. Anyway, phone addiction's crazy, y'all.
I don't have phone addiction.
But the no content, you don't. You don't.
That was the most agree to disagree thing I've ever seen. Where you're just like, we don't have time.
Yeah, that's a lifetime arc.
I could see on your face where you were like, not my monkeys. Truly. You got to pick your battles.
I have hid my I will say this because I don't know if this is where you're going, but I have hid my stories before, and I've seen that get a reaction out of people.
Oh.
When someone's not being able to view my stories, then it's like I get the text of like, hey, I'm thinking about you. Because you haven't been because that does Instagram adds this fake level of access where you feel like you're keeping in touch by lurking somewhat.
Exactly.
And you're not.
Right.
Believe it or not, you watching all my stories is not you saying I love you and I want to be with you. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
The internet has made us parasocial in such a dangerous level where it's like, I've always joked that a first date is 2 people acting like they don't already know everything they're telling each other.
But they don't.
Well, like in the sense of like how like people will like really look up people before going on a date.
Really?
Oh yeah. Like the amount of like for example, I've had different women that I've dated where once we got into a point of like being comfortable with each other, they would be like, oh yeah, when you told me about XYZ, I kind of already knew that because I looked you up.
I guess I have looked someone up, but I tell them almost immediately. Because I'm like, why does that matter?
Right.
But, yeah. I love, that's the level of comfort. I think that's just like a cute, fun way to be like flirty later on. But it's like, might as well put it out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. But maybe.
Because I would also like, I would look up people to kind of like get an idea of what they're like.
If you can, if you can see them. Part of my Monstars roster, not a lot of internet presence. not a lot of internet
that
presence on the team. There's definitely a few standouts who definitely have internet presence, but yeah, I love a mystery. No, I think that's. But I say all that to say, like, I think the hiding. Well, I have blocked people also because I know that's like the ultimate way to be like, no, I am actually fucking.
Yeah, like I'm being for real.
Because sometimes that's what you have to do, especially if you like avoidant people. And I mean avoidant in the sense of like truly being avoidant, because that's the language. That's what attracts each other, right? It's like I'm sitting here over explaining every single thing and it doesn't mean anything to you.
Right.
So how about I don't explain it and I just go cold, especially with, I think, the amount that I put into someone or give someone for me to go hit that threshold of going cold.
Right.
Is the place that's like, no, actually, like, I am done.
Right.
You know? So, yeah, I guess no contact is my love language.
In conclusion,
mostly for myself, secondary to be like, yeah, I did love you this much that I cannot fucking talk to you.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when I get to this point, my goal is to no longer love you.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's a part of the protection needed because you know that if they come back, it's gonna fuck up your healing journey.
Yeah, or just not even fuck it up, but it's like, why let you continue to siphon any energy from me? Whether that's even like the parasocial, so you feel like you're in on something, and also it's like you were seeing me. I'm going off now. Okay, but like you were seeing me in like such an antiquated view, and I was telling you this is not who I am, and I'm telling you this is who I am, and like you weren't accepting that because it didn't fit into whatever role you wanted me to play.
Right.
So you don't deserve access to putting that on me through fucking the most passive way to engage with a human being.
Exactly.
When I'm sitting here IRL telling you like, no, you're fucking pissing me off, or hey, this is what makes me feel loved, protected, like a fucking friend,
right?
Whatever it is, right?
Right.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I've been doing a lot of thinking this weekend. Damn. I was like, anyway, great pick today.
Well, if you've been doing a lot of thinking this weekend, have you been thinking about what's not going to make you down bad this week?
Yeah, I think my ops. That includes my family. And no, a little bit. But yeah, I think completely genuinely, I am not going to be down bad about the fact, this is going to get a little deep, that I do feel like I was, I don't know, neglected. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all around in a lot of different relationships and a lot of different levels, and in the patterns that I used to hold to want to feel love. I'm not going to feel down bad about it. And yeah, I think I did the best with the tools I had at the time to get here. And yeah, I don't need to go back over that. So yeah.
Okay. I love that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be down bad about the future.
Okay.
In the sense of not trying my best to not feel like I need to know when I'm going to accomplish things, how, and just try to focus more on the present of focusing on what I can control rather than what I can't control.
Oh, I love to hear that.
Am I actually going to do it? No, but
you are.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try.
You're trying.
I'm going to try.
You're not going to be doing it always all the time anyway.
Yeah.
It's about the tries.
So I'm going to do my best for that.
Damn, we're getting inspirational as shit at the end. We didn't mean. Sorry,
and
y'all.
all of this started with BBL.
Yeah, that's the craziest part. That is the craziest part. Chris, if people like the things you say and the way you say them, you like how I turn that back on you?
I was literally you beat me to it.
Yeah.
You can follow me at Chris Mejia Comedy on Instagram and TikTok, at Topher Mejia on Twitter and Twitch. Where can people follow you?
Yes, you can find me at Quincy Yeoman on the platforms I'm on. I am working on something new that's coming out in June. It's a little solo project. But so be on the lookout for that. Yeah, finally getting my ass up.
Oh yeah.
So I'm excited for that. But remember to like, share, subscribe, all the things. Leave a review. If you're new here, welcome. We've got new listeners, we got new followers, and now there is 10 of you, and we love every single one of them.
We love every single one of you.
Every single one. But yeah, so follow us. All that's in the show notes. You can find me, Chris, all of our platforms. You can submit your down bad. Like, if you
what are
have
you
a
down bad about?
We lost our Google number, but if you can still read and type, please use that form, put it in there, or email us and we will omit your name. Truly, It's thedownbaddies@gmail.com. And until next time, stay curious.
Stay up.